What's up, fam? It's Dud from Dud and Pool, and today we're reviewing another Star Wars Black Series. This is Star Wars The Mandalorian, the Din Djarin, or The Mandalorian, and the Child. I picked this guy up back in 2021, when he was super rare back then. They hadn't made many of these Mandalorian figures, and picked them up at Target for $35 at retail. And I picked him up, originally I thought I was going to open him, but then I picked up some other Mandalorian and another Baby Yoda figure, so I didn't really want to open this guy. And I really believed that Black Series was going to go up in price. And the market completely crashed due to Hasbro's constant reprinting, constant reproducing, and overproducing of figures. So now this guy goes for around $23, no hustle. And so I just feel weird having to sell it at such a big loss. So I'm just going to open it, guys. So in today's video, we're going to be unboxing and opening this OG Star Wars Black Series. I'd like to say that it's, a rare old figure, but it's not because they reproduced it to heck. So without further ado, let's take a look at the box before we open them up. We have Star Wars The Mandalorian here. We have the name, of course, Hasbro down here. The insert with the figure. This guy was super cool back in the day because originally the only other way to get this guy was through two separate things. So they had a separate figure that they sold, and then they had a separate Baby Yoda. And that's what I originally had, and everybody wanted to get this 2-pack because you get the clean suit, you get the removable helmet, you get Baby Yoda, you get his cradle, you get everything. And that's why he was super desirable and rare. And then they made like 10 different 2-packs of this because of how popular The Mandalorian was. And they reproduced this one, so it completely ruined everything. At the side here, we have the awesome artwork. I will say, this is why Black Series was awesome back then. You had these awesome murals that you could line up. You have Din Djarin here, and you have the Baby Yoda, and you have the Razor Crest up there. At the back, we have number 5 from The Mandalorian. I almost had every Mandalorian figure, and then they made like 30. So the first few waves, I did have all of them. And then you have the same illustration there, and then a little description here about who he is. So yeah, we're going to be cracking open this figure. Like I said, back in the day, I did collect Black Series. So these few reviews, besides the Echo we reviewed yesterday, are going to be, figures I got back in the day. And I do plan to, once I clear off some things from the shelf, I do plan to look for my old Black Series figures and just make a huge Black Series display shelf with my new figures and my old figures. I think that'd be really cool. Let's take this guy out of the box. I will say, Hasbro always did a good job with the packaging on these figures. Just always was great. So the first thing we got here is the Baby Yoda cradle. And this show was so good. Star Wars in general was so good just 3 years ago. And now when you kind of hear Star Wars, you kind of just cringe because they completely ruined the franchise. They ruined every show. Disney completely ruined Star Wars. I'm not the biggest sequel hater. Some people are. I don't think the sequels are half as bad as people make them out to be. They're not really good movies, but they're not really bad movies. But Disney not only made those movies, they made 100 shows filled with who knows what. They just kept on ruining Star Wars to the best of their ability, and it worked. I cannot imagine myself watching any new Star Wars content, because it sucks. But anyways, we have him unboxed. He comes with a few accessories, so we'll look at those, and then we'll look at the figures. So the first few accessories is this. These are some Beskar plates. And this is also a transponder, so I believe this was the thing he used to track Baby Yoda in the first season. He's was supposed to sell Baby Yoda to the Empire, but he didn't, which really makes no sense because he's a bounty hunter, so I don't know why he cared all of a sudden. But you get 5 of these little Beskar plates, which are cool. They have the little Empire insignia on the top left like they do in the show. Pretty cool there, but I just don't know what you would do with 5 of them. You have nowhere to put them. The little transponder I told you with the red dot, he uses to track Baby Yoda. We get this massive weapon, rifle, that is his from the show. And it looks like there is a plate to put this in the back of his figure somewhere. So that's going to be cool to look at. Very nice rifle here, very large. We got the scope on there in the silver. Very nice. And then we have his pistol, which has the silver and then the brown handle. Very nice. For his other accessories, he comes with this jetpack. Now, comparing it to the other Mandalorian jetpack, it's pretty much the same thing, just without the extra muzzles at the top. But it is a cool jetpack there. We have Grogu from Baby Yoda, or from Mandalorian. He is pretty cool. You got some feet down there printed. You got his whole robe here. His head is movable, but unlike the other Baby Yoda Black Series that I do have, the individual one, you can't move his hands or anything. So he's kind of just stuck in this position, but he can move his head. And then finally, his final accessory is his cradle. I would hope it can open. No. I don't know if it can open or not. It can. Okay, that's cool. So you can open up the cradle, and there you have some more detail. In the show, this is where Baby Yoda was. You can just put him in there. And you have Baby Yoda in his little cradle. And you have it on this airpiece, so you can display it very well. This is a cool figure, man. It's awesome. And then Hasbro ruined it. So it's not really cool anymore, because everyone can just get their grubby little hands on it. Ruin the value of everything. But anyways, here is Mando. He is sick. He is just awesome. Mandalorian was super cool. It was a super good show. You can take his helmet off. I would hope you could take his helmet off. It is stuck on there. It's been stuck on there for 3 years, so just give it a moment. But yeah, he has a removable helmet and to reveal his face. But this is a horrible, horrible Pedro Pascal sculpt. It looks nothing like him. But his face, we have the face here, some messy hair. We have this rubber cape here that kind of is just in the way. The metal, silver accents all around of the Beskar. You have the little bounty hunter, Mandalorian crest over here. Some blue accents on the gloves. Some yellow hands on the gloves here. We have this bandolier going down. He does have a holster for his pistol. You can put it in there. Just like that. And it kind of pokes out at the bottom there. That looks super cool. You have the stains on his armor, the brown. It's just such a cool, cool figure. At the back, you have some more details, some more holster action. On his cufflinks, you can see like the flamethrower and the missiles. Super, super cool. All his armor is completely in silver. For his helmet, we have this Mandalorian helmet here in the silver and the black. Incredible. And you can just slide it right back onto his head and you get the Mandalorian look there. His gun slides into the back here on this hole. You can have his gun. Or no, it's not that hole, I guess. That's where the jetpack goes. So you either have to have the jetpack on or you have the gun on him. Now the gun is making him super unstable, so I guess I wouldn't recommend, using the gun. The gun just fell in somewhere there, back behind the table. But let's look at the posability. Head moves really well. Arm posability is really good. Elbow posability, hand posability. Waist posability is there, but the holster kind of messes it up. And you can move the holster up, so I would guess it's kind of removable. leg posability, knee posability, and foot posability is all there. And if I put his backpack or jetpack on him, we'll see how that looks with the cape. So I would guess you need to remove the cape to put on the jetpack. So I'm just gonna do that off camera. So there's his cape off. So it's very easy to remove his cape, which I can appreciate. And then you kind of just slide on the jetpack, man. And there you go. Now you have him with the jetpack on. Super sick there. Awesome figure. So you guys, what do I think about him? He's awesome. Unfortunately, Star Wars doesn't have a lot of meaning anymore, but he is a sick figure. Wouldn't he be worth $30? That's kind of hard to justify. 30, but now, I mean, he's on Amazon right now for Labor Day sale for $23, so definitely pick him up if you don't have any other Mandalorians. He's an awesome, awesome, awesome figure, and it's just a shame to see what Hasbro did to the Hasbro Black Series market, but he's an awesome figure, and if you really want to pick him up, go ahead and pick him up. I have nothing bad to say about him. He's a sick figure. He comes with a lot of accessories, and if you love Star Wars, you're just going to love this figure. So you guys, that's it for this review. Tomorrow we're going to be taking a look. We're going straight back to DC Multiverse. And then after that, we're going to go to something I've never bought before, but a NECA. And then after that, we're going to take a look at another Black Series that I bought back in the day. But yeah, guys, that's it for today's video. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.